Good morning, friends. As I checked with my dad this morning, he informed me that what we are seeing in the Kiev suburbs of Bucha and Irpin, we're starting to see in other Ukrainian villages and towns as they're being slowly freed from Russian troops. Meanwhile, the Russian government demanded a session of the UN Security Council accusing Ukraine of staging these atrocities to make Russia look bad. And if you think that can't happen here, look at Alex Jones, who told the parents whose children were slaughtered in cold blood that it was all staged, and who are now rightfully suing him. And I hope they sue him into oblivion. You know, I was the second post-war generation of children. So my parents both were born immediately after World War II. And then I was born to them in the 70s. So I still got to see the traces, the scars left on the land by World War II. Of course, all my grandparents were World War II veterans, and so I grew up with stories of the war. I had a grandparent on each side who was a survivor of the Siege of Leningrad. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's one of the more harrowing chapters in the history of World War II. And when I was little, of course, I found all these stories absolutely horrifying. And being a small child, I was frightened, and I told so to my parents and my grandparents. I was afraid that this might happen to me. And they told me, no, darling. This was so awful that people have learned their lessons. They're not going to do that again. They have scared themselves enough. And yet today, we see the reports from Ukraine, from Bucha, from Irpin, from Mariupol, from others. What happened to never again?